Hey guys, it's me, Mr. T50, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Let's continue. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Oh boy, we're starting off with the flickers. Not a good place to be. Nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. The best jokes, dead people jokes. You know, we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that, or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. Watch as we proceed to bumble our way around. Again. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. And I lost the voice again. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. There we go. Now I got it. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today I would like to show evidence proving that they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call in your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if that producer is going to come out. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Oh boy, this guy. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai Noob Raffle. Edgeworth is not pleased. Sal Minella. I'm a director, television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning I was doing an action scene run through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Alright. That flickering, I don't know. I'm gonna try a few more things in the upcoming episodes, but I don't know exactly what's causing it. You know, the computer hasn't even been on that long, so there'd be no point in restarting it, so I don't know. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. Oh, whoops. I probably should have pressed you there. Let's press you there. Is that when you always come into work? Oh, no. I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. The freaks! Still, FWIW. I don't know what that means. I was pretty busy all that day. Frowny face. I don't even know how you managed to emphasize that in your voice. Tell us more about that. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. In the employee area? That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. Let me check something really quick. I'm now slightly nervous that I might have not recorded my audio. Hold on. Okay. No, it looks good. I just, I just wanted to double check. Also restarted the program for good measure. We'll see if that does anything. Was anyone else at this run-through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us four. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. Why is that, huh? Why did it go on for so long? I'm pretty sure you already heard about this. But WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Oh, right. Thus the limp. Which, of course, led me to missing my lunch. Ruffs? I don't know what that means. Ruffs? Rolling on the floor, starving? I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. What exactly did they have for lunch? A T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. So in the end, you didn't get to eat? Unrelated? Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix? Yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? It's a little vague. Actually, there is something bothering me. Mr. Manella, just now you said steak at least. So you ate something other than steak? Gasp. Yeah, good call. I had some chocolate in my pocket, which I used to stave off starvation. I see. Is that all? I was sure it was onto something there. Maybe we need to pursue that further. We were in the meeting until around 4. What were you discussing? The Steel Samurai story, and our budget. Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manella, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? Actually, I kind of can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting? But during the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not a one. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. I'll wait for one to come up and hit him with it later. Phoenix, if his alibi holds, Powers is finished. Press him as hard as you can, and find out where he's lying. Right. So I think we need to press the stake thing again. Alright, it's contradictory. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manella. What do you mean? When I went to that trailer, I saw something on the table. There were 2 plates on the table. The same kind of plates as the employee area. Who ate lunch there? Good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I'd suspected as much. So, when exactly did you eat it? We took one break during that meeting. I, wolfed it down then. Ugh. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. Okay, there we go. You didn't take a single break. Yeah, not one. What's he sweating? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Wait a second. Mr. Manella, you just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Oops, Raffle. I hate to say it, but I haven't seen a flicker happen since I restarted, so maybe that's the key, is just restart anytime I see that. Maybe. Well? Mr. Manella, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manella, your testimony, please. Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing. We planned for such an occasion. Yeah, FWIW, we took a break, Raffle. But it was only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1, lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. Really? I don't understand anything you just said. I don't think it would be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. What do I know? I eat steaks like a normal person. Don't just wolf them down. Yeah, FWIW, we took a break, Raffle. What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was from around 2:30 until 2:45. That's interesting. 2:30. That's the time of death. So we could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible, time-wise. Uh-oh. But he knows that's what we're thinking. But it was only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 in base 12. What were you doing those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? There were 2 plates on the trailer table. Oh, right. The other one was Diva's. Sorry. D. Vasquez plate. D. Vasquez? The producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes. That's quite a feat. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1, lol. Why is that? Uh-oh. Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to the point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1. Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? I claim it, and I claim it loud. If I agree to let everyone in that trailer off the hook, then the trial is over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at 2:30. the exact time of the break in the meeting. With 15 minutes, a murder is certainly a possibility. I suppose you might say that. All right, I've got the judge thinking now. Huh. Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright. What's your point, Edgeworth? You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record. The court record? Surely you knew that from 2:15 to 4, the path between the studios was blocked. Miss Monkey's head had fallen across the path. And God forbid anyone get around that. Oh, you're right. Yeah, there's no way you could get around that if you were determined enough to murder somebody. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Miss Monkey's head barred the way. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow, I feel no desire to correct him. No counter-argument, Mr. Wright? Then I'm afraid you lose this round. I believe we've seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over? I mean, that's a big guy right there. Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of those people could have gone to Studio 1. They, therefore, have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have a decisive evidence, a witness. Uh-oh. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Wow, that's oddly convenient. Order! I will have order! I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. Well, this is looking particularly bad for us right now. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi... I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia, don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before. Not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you're innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and, be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. Think of all the kiddos eating the sugary cereal waiting for the next episode of the Steel Samurai to come on. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern, as our witness is a grade schooler of tender years and this is a murder case. We worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with this cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. He's so short. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Why do we have donut crates just sitting around? Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness. What? Just because you're all grown up doesn't mean you can push me around. Ugh. Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. So angry, I hate kids. Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, you were at Globo Studios on the day of the, incident. You got a problem with that? Did we let him bring his samurai sword in with him? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Just Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer bearded gentlemen myself. Very, very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission, if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had a bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I'd bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make a note of it in the court record. Alright. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the day of the incident. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going to the studio. I got kinda lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down, pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. So, you didn't have your camera with you? Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. And be gentle. Remember you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we've seen here, honestly. Oh, press him on everything. Make him cry. Alright, so I want to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. You really like the Steel Samurai, huh? Of course I do. I taped every show. And I go to all the live performances. That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course, duh. My dad always takes me. Poor dad. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. Was that day the first time you'd been to the studio? Actually, I'd been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day. And that security lady's always yelling. Right. Please continue. Chill, Pops. I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez. It's a great expression. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. Off the path? Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there? If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was. I see. Anyhow, like, you know, like you couldn't possibly walk off the path through the woods to get to Studio 2 or anything, right? Definitely not. I was going for the studio. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted. So you went straight to the studio. I kinda got lost on the way though for about 30 minutes. You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai? Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. What then? It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy, a person, kinda tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know. He was kinda far away. Huh. He's being awfully vague. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kinda didn't move. Not a bit, like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. If I had my camera with me, that would have been a time for a shot, I tell you. If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix, remember he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. Okay, so we need to present some evidence. I kind of want to say that... I want to present that that one picture we had. I'm not sure exactly. Okay, maybe here? No, not here. Whoops. Whoops. Maybe here, when he's referencing the camera. Nope, I guess not. I must be on the wrong track. So we've already pressed everything. So I think we gotta present something. Let me see all our evidence really quick. So we've got that photo. I thought maybe that would help. Maybe present the guide map to him when he's talking about finding a map on the internet? Maybe? not exactly sure. See, the thing is, I feel like I'm gonna start guessing now and getting a lot wrong. Oop, not checked. Present. Alright, not that one. I guess we're gonna find out what happens when we miss all our chances. I don't really know. I assume you have to, like, start over or something. I hope we don't have to start over the whole trial, but I guess we could skip.